Well friends, today we're going to explore the Octopus Marine 47cc together, a boat with an overall length of 4.70 meters and a width of 2.05 meters, making it perfectly trailerable. We're now going to take a walk on board to check out the layout, but as always, remember to like this video and leave your thoughts in the comments. Let's check it out together. At the stern, there are two structural platforms separated by the engine. In this case, it's a 70 horsepower Suzuki, which is also the maximum power that can be installed, while the minimum starts at 40 horsepower. We can see that inside the left platform there's a retractable boarding ladder neatly tucked away, with a well-placed handle installed on the side to make it easier to get out of the water. At the same time, as you can see, there are no obstacles on the walking surface, allowing us to board easily. Upon request, we can choose to have extensions added here at the stern to gain an additional 45 centimeters, thus increasing the rear surface area. The engine cockpit is free from obstacles and the space allows for easy movement from one side to the other. But upon request, we can also add a platform here at the front that folds up on hinges to allow for full tilt. Inside the starboard platform, there's this convenient hatch. Look, it's clean and counter-molded on the inside, allowing you to store wet items and freely access the boat. Here there's a mooring cleat, and down here we have the fuel tank filler cap and the provision for an optional shower. We board by stepping over the backrest of the stern sofa, a linear sofa that occupies the entire interior width of the boat, and importantly, behind it is equipped with a handle, a real handrail, a stern railing that provides more protection and, most importantly, offers greater rigidity to the cushion. The cushion is covered in Silvertex, so it's more weather resistant and specially designed for the marine environment. Additionally, beneath the seat you have access to the technical compartment with the bilge pump, tank and plenty of storage space. This way we can also store the onboard upholstery inside. Moving a little further forward, we immediately find the central helm seat, a seat with a foldable backrest. This way we can also create a social area at the stern. And more importantly, beneath the cushion you can access the live fish tank which is present in this setup. As you can see, it's quite spacious and easily accessible. Upon request we can modify the compartment and insulate it to create an icebox, allowing us to keep drinks cold on board at all times. So I position myself at the helm. I can see that it's easily reachable in front of me. I have no issues with knee clearance, so I can sit comfortably. There's also this steel profile that follows the perimeter of the console to provide more support. As you can see, at any point on the boat, there's always a handle, a steel support, so that even less experienced people can stay on board, also taking advantage of the height of the gunnel, which is more than adequate for its category. The dashboard is fully customizable according to requirements. In this setup, we find two convenient cup holders and two areas where smartphones or wallets can be stored, making everything easily accessible and within reach. And most importantly, well protected from the front wind, since there's a windshield that provides protection up to the chest. And thanks to its opacity, it allows full visibility of the instruments, even in bright sunlight. On either side of the steering wheel there are switches arranged on two levels, which are obviously also customizable. Here's the ignition key. While here there's a dual USB port with a provision for a 12-volt output next to it. The power throttle is moved to the starboard side, while below is the stereo, coupled with 4 speakers in the central part of the boat. We move towards the bow. Look at the convenience of using the handrail and also the railing. As I mentioned, I'm also showing you in this case the height of the gunnel, well above my knee. This way the walking surface is well protected inside and we can choose different types of coating. As you can see on this boat, we can opt for either a fiberglass non-slip surface or a synthetic coating. So we arrive at the front portion where we see this small sofa that follows the entire perimeter of the boat. And additionally, the area is modular because we can choose to install a fixed base with a table to create a front dinette, or lower the table and add a cushion to have one large sunbathing area, which is especially well protected for its category, thanks to the upholstery reinforcements along the gunnel and the railing installed on the bulwark. In the front portion of the console, there's a watertight compartment with access to the systems. As you can see, we can monitor the systems inside the console. There are also batteries, but an additional shelf is provided, which allows the space to be isolated and thus accommodate objects and utilize the full width of the console compartment. Furthermore, the storage space is increased even more thanks to the presence of the double locker positioned under the cushions. This way, we can store all objects inside them and thus leave the walking surface free of obstacles. At the front end, there's a fiberglass bow roller with a hatch inside to accommodate the rope and anchor. In this setup, it's still manual, but upon request, we can choose to install a windlass, or alternatively place a trolling motor here in the front portion, which is very useful for fishing operations, especially in combination with the live fish tank. Completing the front arrangement are the double cleats for mooring on both sides. And so, dear friends, this is the Octopus Marine 47cc. As always, if you enjoyed the video, I invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and Facebook page, leave a like, and tag people you think might be interested. And as always, for all upcoming videos, we'll see you right here on the C-Team.